doing? As you can see, I'm reading a book. This is, this is a book from my shelf, you're right. So you have noticed that I have lots of books in my shelves. Yeah. I like to read before bed, It just really helps me have a good sleep. Do you read? Ever? Okay, like very rarely. Alright. But I think you should start reading, because reading is amazing. Reading is literally the best thing ever. Yeah, I believe you should start reading. You can borrow some of my books. You can borrow some books from my bookshelf. Yes, you can borrow some books from my bookshelf. I absolutely love to share my books with my good friends. And you're my good friend, right? What? How about I read you this book? What? How about I read you this book? Yeah, why not? I can read you. Yeah, I can read it to you. Yeah, you can just lie down and close your eyes and listen to my voice. Yes, of course, you can just lie down, close your eyes and listen to my voice. I will read you this book, okay? I am just starting with chapter 3. Yeah, I'm just starting with chapter 3. Okay, so I'll read it for you. Chapter 3. While leading the way upstairs, she recommended that I should hide the candle and not make a noise, for her master had an odd notion about the chamber. Having approached this structure, I looked inside and perceived it to be a singular sort of old-fashioned couch, very conveniently designed to obviate the necessity for every member of the family having a room to himself. In fact, it formed a little closet, and the ledge of a window which it enclosed served as a table. I slid back the paneled sides, got in with my light, pulled them together again, and felt secure against the vigilance of Heathcliff and everyone. The ledge where I placed my candle had a few mildewed books piled up in one corner, and it was covered with writing scratched on the paint. This writing, however, was nothing but a name repeated in all kinds of characters, large and small. Catherine Earnshaw, here and there, varied to Catherine Heathcliff, and then again to Catherine Linton, in vapid listlessness perfuming the place with an odor of roasted calf skin. I snuffed it off. And very ill at ease under the influence of cold and lingering nausea, sat up and spread open the injured toe on my knee. It was a testament in lean type and smelling dreadfully musty. A fly leaf bore the inscription, Catherine Earnshaw. Her book, and a date some quarter of a century back. I shut it and took up another and another till I had examined all. Catherine's library was select, and its state of dilapidation proved it to have been well used, though not altogether for a legitimate purpose. Had escaped a pen and ink commentary, at least the appearance of one covering every morsel of blank that the printer had left. Some were detached sentences, other parts took the form of a regular diary, scrawled in an unformed childish hand. At the top of an extra page, quite a treasure probably when first lighted on. I was greatly amused to behold an excellent caricature of my friend Joseph, rudely yet powerfully sketched. An immediate interest kindled within me for the unknown Catherine, and I began forthwith to decipher her faded hieroglyphics. An awful Sunday commenced the paragraph beneath. I wish my father were back again. Hindley is a detestable substitute. His conduct to Heathcliff is atrocious. H. and I are going to rebel. We took our initiatory step this evening. All day had been flooding with rain. We could not go to church, so Joseph must needs get up a congregation in the garret, and while Hindley and his wife passed downstairs before a comfortable fire, doing anything but reading their Bibles, I'll answer for it, Heathcliff, myself, and the unhappy ploughboy were commanded to take our prayer books and mount. We were ranged in a row on a sack of corn, groaning and shivering and hoping that Joseph would shiver too, that he might give us a short homily for his own sake. A vain idea. The service lasted precisely 3 hours, and yet my brother had the face to exclaim when he saw us descending, "What, done already?" On Sunday evenings we used to be permitted to play, if we did not make much noise. Now a mere titter is sufficient to send us into corners. Hey, are you asleep already? You fell asleep. Oh my God. myself